All right, welcome to a round three game of GPV. It is round three, right?
Yep, this
Uh,
is round three, last game of round three.
cool. So next, do you want to talk about our contestants? Because I usually uh, don't do the introduction these days if I'm co-commentating.
Trewq is running, if I'm pronouncing that right, some sort of colorless deck. In particular, I think the real all-star of it is Shining Crusader, of just having a 3-2 with protection from pretty much everything, as well as just pretty, I guess you could call it standard, all the good artifacts, and then stuff that synergizes with artifacts.
All
And
the
Toast
good,
here,
all the good artifacts. Toast is on EurekaTell, this classic EurekaTell.
EurekaTell.
I, I
Put out big things, hopefully quickly, and try to win.
I think this is like this list has to be super old because I don't think it's updated at all, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, no new cards. It's a super ancient deck.
Yep, looks
Uh,
sunken ambitions. Elaborate transportation. That's
that's
not a
what they brought in that thing to hate out ramp, but seems like ramp isn't doing super well.
yeah. I thought Ramp would do a little better, but apparently not.
Still, Toast mulligan down to 6, and they're looking at this hand with one land.
Yikes, that's a little painful. They really do need to hit 4 to get the Answer Midnight's Call and 4 Fellowship. So I don't think they can keep this one either. Yeah, it's pretty painful.
Well, they're gonna keep because I don't want to go down to
Oh,
5, which could be a mistake, could not be. Depends on how they are they on the draw?
either way, I think it is always it's a mistake for EurekaTell to keep a one land hand because they really need uh to get to 4 before they can actually pose any threat. And trewq is playing a relatively quick deck.
Well, the thing is, if you mulligan down to 5, now you're even less likely to get your pieces together.
That is also true.
Because this is an A plus B combo deck. You,
Mm-hmm.
you need your cheat spell and your big thing in hand.
That is fair.
3Q opens up with a Brine Fleet Bay and passes. They're not going to deploy their artifacts just yet.
No lumber Northern Express line.
Well,
Yeah.
you still have one more turn to draw
Yeah.
land, and then it starts getting really bad for you.
Oh yeah, that's kind of scary. Well, the second land does let them get the third land, which is kind of nice.
The 3Q has 2 mana thanks to the rail lines. The rail line trick of tapping your land first and then using the rail line to bounce it and replay it.
They are actually running a new card in Cradle of War.
Yeah, um, I think it's a card that's very much built for this sort of deck.
Mm-hmm. Looks very nice. Oh, they could activate it for free.
Yeah, with Cinderblade, cool. So now they get to put in Rust Shell Crustacean,
Mm-hmm.
which,
Which is 5/5.
yeah,
Wow. Hey, you're not the only one with turn 2 5/5s now.
uh, but it doesn't have
Well, 7.
trample. So,
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
oh, hmm, this isn't good.
That's not great.
Yeah, Toast probably regretting not mulliganing down to 5.
Yeah, it hurts to see just not having the lands.
I
Yeah,
think
but I really,
Rust Shell is probably a 2-turn lethal.
yeah,
How much can you buff it
you
right
could
now?
play Cinderblade, Flare Line, and whatever this researcher does.
Uh, it lets you basically surveil one and sometimes get a counter.
Do they cycle a Promethean Grotto?
No, they've flipped it off the Mechanimind researcher and
Ah,
then
I see.
decided to bin it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh wait, this happens whenever an artifact enters. Okay, never mind. This is
Hmm.
gonna trigger a lot more than expected.
Yep.
Now
Pretty
you
nice growth
can
rates on them too. Like have the Lumber Flare Mine line, which also triggers
yeah,
Echo, and then they can Brine Fleet again.
they can just keep the artifact on top and it's gonna keep envisioning it.
Hmm.
I guess that's the intended use case of the mechanic. You find something good on top and you just keep triggering it. So yeah, it will be a 2-turn lethal.
Shadow Mine is not a card I've like seen ever. It's kind of interesting. Just continuously putting an artifact on top. Oh,
This certainly
yeah.
is interesting.
It's a little awkward though because do you create the treasure token with Rust Shell?
Nah, you
Or
don't need it. You don't need treasure tokens right now. Or actually, yeah, get the treasure token. It buffs it technically.
yeah, you could also search for the equipment, and they do have a pretty good equipment package.
Do you need equipment package though? You get lethal if your
No, you
opponent doesn't do
yeah, you
anything.
just swing for lethal. That works too. Ring of Souls, maybe. Actually,
It's useless. Right? Toast doesn't have removal.
that's true. I think Toast is dead no matter what here.
Well, toast is toast.
Toast is toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have no outs.
So,
Ah,
might as well start talking about sideboarding while
yep.
the game wraps up.
I think Toast brings in some spell pierces. Otherwise, I don't think you can play stand unassailable.
No.
Uh, um, yeah, there's just too much damage.
Hey, still no land.
They can discard down to hand size, or they can concede first.
Yep,
Not reveal information.
it's public deck list. There's no information to not reveal.
They could have cheated and sideboarded things in.
That was not a smart keep, says Toast. Yeah, it could be arguable since you were on the draw, but yeah, definitely did not work out.
All right, on the other side of things,
Well, let's look at Toast's sideboard because now I'm like pointing
sure,
OBS at the
Toast.
sideboards. So like spell pierce and then nothing else. That's great.
Yeah. Can you do a Sunken Ambitions just to get an
No,
extra turn?
right?
No.
Well, actually, yeah, it's Rush Shot Crustacean. Like it answers some stuff. It doesn't answer the
Mm,
Crusader, but it answers some stuff.
yeah.
And also,
Uh,
Car after the nerf is definitely not as good. Uh, like, yeah, that's probably
yeah, it doesn't.
something
It
that should
doesn't
be
work.
changed because the deck is outdated now. So on
Yeah.
Triku's side,
Is it TreeQ?
who
Truk?
knows? I don't care. I don't think there's anything you want to bring in.
Not really. Stonework won't kill anything, and foul weather hurts yourself.
Smashing Brute
Maybe.
can turn off Sanctum for a turn, or it can turn off Precursor Sanctum for a turn.
I think at
Technically,
that point if they're going for Sanctum, like that means they didn't get the either either of the Eurekas,
yeah, but it still
either of the
happens.
show and tell cards. So I guess, but I don't think you want to be like prepared for a worst case. You want to try to kill them first.
Well, is there any cards that are bad in this matchup that you could board out for it? Because it probably is better than the worst card in this matchup.
Maybe Tinker's Tools feels a little slow.
No, Tinkerstill's is probably better than Smashing Brute.
And maybe Ring of Souls, since they're never blocking and they're never playing Hex. They don't have
Technically,
removal.
they can't block if they cheat in the big creature. So yes, I think you do want Ring of Souls to get lethal even after something gets cheated in.
To get through.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just so many cards that once cheated in ends the game immediately. Like Valir, I guess you can get through it.
Valir makes a big token. That loses his Ring of Souls.
Yep.
Valir doesn't
Although
actually impact the board if you do the token thing.
I think if you do Valir though, you're usually doing the -5.
Yeah, but then you might. Okay, Turi. Yeah, it beats Turi.
Yeah. I might put in the Cradle of Wars instead of Ring of Souls, but it's small changes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty fast.
Who's hasn't finished boarding yet? Toast. Yeah, Toast is. Well, they're probably thinking about the Sunken Inventions thing.
I think Elaborate Transportation is a weird sideboard card. Can you really bring that in for ramp? Surely you have like better options, right?
Yeah, but Toast really did not. Or Toast saw how much we were hyping up ramp and decided to just hard hate it, which is probably a mistake, but
Yeah.
got caught up in the hype. Okay, so this is a much better hand for Toast because it has enough lands for one.
2 lands. Yep, and a Seek Prophecy to draw more. That seems decent.
TreeQ meanwhile has. I mean, to be fair, basically any opening hand is good for them, right? Because they're always gonna have enough plays, and they did board in Smashing Brute.
Interesting.
I mean, it technically also answers a Planeswalker.
Yeah, you
Technically.
can play it on turn 3 on a land.
Oh wait, it massacres your opponent, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a turn.
Okay, now you grab Farseek. Or no, you grab Mitsira's Cataract because you want to keep up Portal Factor next turn, right?
I think you grab Farseek. Just don't worry about the opponent. Try to get it as fast as possible.
Okay, so then you need to top deck a land during
The
your
next 2, yeah.
yeah, and then you can Force Fellowship on 3. I mean, that's how you beat non-interactive decks or decks that can't interact with you. You just
Well, they did grab the Cataract here. Sure.
They definitely want to play reactive, I guess. I mean, they're not trying to high roll this time.
That's fair. Jade Temple is a pretty unique pick. I guess you can use it with the Tinker's Tools.
Right. I mean, does it work with Mana Potion? What did Mana Potion get nerfed to? It's 2 mana.
It's cost 2.
Okay, but it still filters. So yes, you can filter mana through, or you can filter the Jade Temple mana through Mana Potion in order to cast stuff. And I guess you also have these abilities that you can use it on.
That's true.
So now you wait. Stand on the. Okay, I
Stand
feel
unassailable.
that's definitely a mistake.
Yeah. If something's swinging, it's probably swinging for way more than 7.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that if something's swinging, you've already lost control of the board. Or
Yeah.
I guess it can beat a Shining Crusader. Yeah, I mean, like if you got your big guys on board, but you're still getting pinged down by a Shining Crusader, then Sand would save you.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Still very awkward. Toast is choosing to keep up the portal fracture here, hopefully countering something.
Is there anything good? You can snipe a Shiny Cruise. No, wait, trewq can't cast that. Did trewq have anything on 2? They can activate Tinker's tools, right?
Tools. They need to sacrifice another artifact alongside it
It's
to do
no, it's
something.
sacrifice an artifact. You can sack itself. You can
Uh,
grab a 2-drop if you really want to.
Part of the cost is sacrifice Tinker's Tool, then you have to sacrifice another
Ah,
artifact.
I see. That thing is not as broken as I thought.
Unfortunately.
Okay, but we have Kelly Throst's workshop, so that thing will actually tap for 2 mana.
Yeah, very soon. I think Toast might counter a Northern Express line if it's coming out. Or
They're
no?
not gonna do that. Huh.
Kelly Thros taps for 1.
They're gonna return to Kelly Thross. Interesting. I guess technically there's nothing to spend the 2 extra mana on this turn, so there's no point
Oh,
in.
I would counter the Express line.
I don't think Toast knows about what else is in trewq. They want to save the counter spell for. Wait, there's no reason to save the counter spell for anything.
Shining Crusader, I suppose?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It's a little awkward either way.
Okay, and now
Anyway.
Toast actually gets their land drop, so if they Farseek, they would have won this turn.
Mm-hmm.
But they've been able to Forest Fellowship. Northern Express line. So here's Cleothras' Workshop tapping for 2 mana. And Jade Temple actually lets you pay for Portal Factor. Smashing Brute.
Surely you. Ooh, you can't counter this because Jade Temple top 2. Yeah.
Yeah, so this thing will turn off your lands, so that prevents the turn for Forest Fellowship.
Pretty interesting.
And Riku is not going to play Shining Crusader, so Portal Factor is not going to find a good target.
I think Toast is still favored here.
They're going to turn off Mysterious Counteract. I would have turned off one of their untapped lands right now just to force them to tap out. But I guess there's really nothing to play right now, so it doesn't really matter. And they just pass. They're playing hard around Portal Factor. Okay, so what Toast can do now is play stand on their turn and then hold the Portal Factor on the opponent's turn.
Let's see if they see it.
Let them use their mana well, and then next turn they can finally do the Forest Fellowship.
You Forest, Fellowship, Tyrant, or Cheery.
Tyrant feels nicer.
They do have like a lot of relatively low value permanents though, so
They
doesn't
could,
hurt them that much.
I mean, they could sack half their board, but then it turns off Metalcraft for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Turvy just makes a makes an 8/8 and then demands an answer. Toast is not gonna play this thing untapped. Do they realize that Mysterious Counteract or the Smashing Brute wears off during their opponent's turn?
I think not. It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Because there's not really another chance to cast Stand Unassailable.
Riku's thinking about end of turn using Tinker's tools.
Is there something for them to grab? I do not know this
They can
deck
turn
list well
Smashing Brute into a Shining Crusader, and that gets around counter spells too.
I think Shining Crusader is just a little bit too slow right now.
Well, it's not like Smashing Brute's gonna do any better. Going for this play lets trewq get down 2 Shining Crusaders, and that's gonna be a lot of beatdown that the Planeswalkers can't stop.
I might go for Rush Shell Crustacean.
I still feel like Shining Crusader is better in this scenario.
Well, Shining Crusader really shines if you like equip weapons onto it.
Right.
And there's not a super good way to access that.
Okay, Rush shall be swinging for at least a little bit more damage, but it gets stopped by big tokens. And they can also Tinker's Tools away another Tinker. No, they can Tinker's Tools away their rail line for a 2-drop. Okay, they are gonna pot away their Smashing Brute to find a 3-drop artifact. Okay,
They do go for the Rush Shell. It's a 3/3 for now.
Oh, it's not gonna be a 3/3 for long.
Yep.
Another Rush Shell. So I guess they can grab Ring of Souls in order to make something unkillable, but actually,
I think I would grab Claymore here just to.
Well, it's post combat, so it doesn't matter. I think you grab Ring of Souls because that means you don't lose to big creature token from cheaty spell. Rush Shell number 2. Yeah. They can also Tinker's Tools away their rail line. Is it or less? Or is it equal? It is mana value less than or equal to.
Equal.
Okay, so you can grab
Or the Ring of Souls?
No, you grab a Cinder Blade so you can attack with the other Rush Shell.
Oh yeah, Cinder Blade exists. Well, you are losing a point of affinity, which isn't big.
Yeah, you got. Well, I mean, so you get to attack with Rush Shell, and then now you get to get 2 tutors, right? So then you get your Ring of Souls for next turn when your opponent drops their cheat target. Is there any 2-drops that would be really nice for them? Oh yeah, Creative War. They can grab Creative of War and then activate it right away, right? For free, and then
Or
that gets
Shining
them.
Crusader.
That feels worse than just grabbing
Yeah,
a Cinderblade. No, they're not gonna do the Tinker's Tools thing.
looks like they're just grabbing a weapon.
They could also make a treasure token and play. Okay, they are gonna grab the weapon.
You get Tinker Tool's treasure token as well for a Cinderblade.
Oh yeah, I guess that works.
Is is Tinker Tools that good of a card? It's like you could pod, but it costs 3.
It costs 2 actually.
Well, it's like 1 for the card itself, 2 to activate, and then an X on top. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I think
Anyway,
it works in this specific deck only because you have so many options, so that even Tinker's Tools for X equals 0 is good.
that's fair. Yeah.
And looks like they will use the Tinker's Tools. Backing the Rush Shock Station. Interesting.
That's pretty surprising.
You get well,
Oh, they're guessing they don't have the 4th land.
uh,
That's fair.
yeah. And also trick you completely play around Portal Factor. Toast keep the Portal Factor probably feeling really dumb about themselves right now.
Oh, now you can Portal Fracture.
Yeah.
Or not.
Toast, are you gonna Portal Factor? That otherwise you're just wasting your Portal Factor. Well,
He's saving it for something bigger.
I don't think Portal Factor is gonna be active next turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will say there has been some unique plays
Yeah.
from both these players.
Definitely not optimal though.
There is no more way for True to fetch Ring of Souls, though. So everything can be blocked by a body.
Well, this turn, you mean, because Reshell will be able to fetch it once it attacks.
Oh, right. Why
But
is it an on-attack trigger? I feel like it should be a, like,
because
uncombat damage.
it gives additional value every time.
Alright.
Alright, here's Foral Fellowship. Let's see if Tyrant is good enough to swing the game. And I think this is a game where if Toast correctly stand unassailable on turn or last turn, they'll be in a much safer position.
Now there's a very good chance they have to chump block Rush Shell with the Tyrant.
Well, the good news is Tyrant will clean up half of TreeQ's artifacts, which means Rush Shell is going to be smaller. But as long as TreeQ can equip Limb onto Rush Shell, it won't be able to be blocked.
Toast did gain 4 life instead of 3, which seems incorrect.
No odd evens. They have this. TreeQ has to sack 4 things.
Don't they have 7?
Yeah, so round it up. So sack 4 things.
Oh, it's rounded up. Why is it rounded up?
Isn't
I'm
that
thinking of it is rounded up, yeah.
Yeah, Unburdened Rage is the one that's rounded down.
Yup.
That's something you have to keep in mind when you're playing against Tyrant because it's super relevant.
It is.
Like odd even splits.
trewq is also realizing rounded up.
Yeah, sack half your
Wow.
things, round it up.
What a card.
See, like if TreeQ knew about Tyrant, I think they could have played in a way that would have let them round down.
What?
How did that happen? Oh, they're gonna put stuff off Forest Fellowship.
Oh.
I
I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
same.
I think they do, which lets them put in Fury.
I mean, it isn't a bad bet, right? Because there could be a chance that Toast only has one thing, in which case this would be
Yeah.
correct. And doing this lets Triku have an even number of permanents, so that gets him a more favorable Tyrant.
trewq is basically betting that their Shining Crusader is better than whatever Toast has in hand, which,
I mean, technically, Toast can't stop Shiny Crusader. So if Shiny Crusader, or if they manage to get Limb onto Shiny Crusader, it can go to town.
mm-hmm. And trewq doesn't know that Toast did actually summon Stand Unassailable, which might actually help them. Oh, they sacrificed their Shining Crusader.
They're going hard on the Rush Shell Crustacean plan.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, how big is Rush Shell's Crustacean after you equip Limb onto it?
6/6.
I mean, that doesn't beat Kraken. Cradle of War, not what you want right now.
Well, it makes Rush Shell an 8/8.
But can you equip Limb after that? Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So it will trade with the Kraken, but that's not what you want exactly.
Oh, you could create a treasure to make it 10/10.
Oh,
Which you could double block. Never mind.
well, I think it's still a decent outcome. No, it's not. It's a horrible outcome. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you do here is you keep it back for a turn, and then next turn you advance Limb a few times so that
It can't be blocked.
yeah,
Yeah. Meanwhile, you kind of just have to take 14 from Tyrant and
that's
Kraken.
fine. Life doesn't matter in this matchup except for the last one. Wait, no,
Yeah.
it does. You're racing.
It doesn't matter unless it does.
Okay, what are top decks that trewq can get that would get them out of this? I think Ring of
Uh,
Souls would be really nice. No, that wouldn't
Light
help.
Bless Claymore,
Oh,
Lifelink.
do they have enough to equip, play and equip that?
It comes in attached.
Oh, oh yeah, that would let them race. Okay, so
Hmm.
they put Answer Midnight's Call under Precursor Sanctum, which doesn't do much
Sure.
right now. Hey, it can put in Stand Unassailable, right?
No. Permanent or Revelation card. Oh, yeah, never mind. It
Yeah,
can put in stand unstable.
so in case you
This was
want
their
a
plan.
6/4 for some reason and not actually gain life off of that, there you go.
Oh, or they can gain life.
Well, I mean, if Rush Out Crustacean can get one unconsented swing in, they can tutor out the Light Blessed Claymore and then equip it, and then now they can actually race.
I think they just die first.
Yeah. Okay, but thing is right now, if Toast swings here, then Rush Out Crustacean will be able to get a swing in. So I don't think, actually, yeah, I think Toast is incentivized to swing. They're probably just gonna pitch with attack with Tyrant, which means that Rush Out on the backswing will be able to attack past the Kraken.
So you probably swim with both.
Or actually, Turi can you can plus
Sorry, doesn't
Turi.
need to live.
No, you can plus Turi to return Smashing Brute and turn off Rush Out Crustacean.
It's your own graveyard,
Oh,
unfortunately.
is it only your
So
from your I see. Okay, you can
I
plus.
think you just -3 the Fury. Just have them die.
Yeah.
You won't get to -9, and the +2 does nothing. Unless Tyrant dies somehow. Which can... I guess you can swing with Kraken only, keep Tyrant back, and chump Rush Shell when it swings with Tyrant, then bring Tyrant back.
I guess. I mean, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's a fine outcome. Basically keeps back Rush Out for forever.
Or swing
Okay, never mind.
with only Tyrant.
They're not going for that line. No, they're cashing in Turi right now.
That works, yeah. It makes
That's.
sense.
I mean, it's obvious line, but I feel like they could have gone for something better. Tinker's Tools. That does get
That,
them Light Blessed Claymore, right?
yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah, they sack Creative. They're not gonna use Creative War to put in Tinker's Tools. Okay, that has to be a misplay.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't pay attention. But I mean, it's pretty minor. It's not gonna affect anything. trewq already spends all their mana this turn anyways.
Do they? Because they need the Tinker Tool to get the Claymore and then hopefully advance twice.
Right. So I think one mana would not have made a difference there, or would it? Okay,
1, 2. They could play the Kelthros for 6, 7 mana.
they would be able to advance. Yeah. Okay, this definitely did matter. So now they're gonna get hugely punished for that.
What are their options now?
They'll fetch Light Blessed Claymore.
Yeah, they can't sit here, because... Can they?
No, Tyrant just kills them if they do.
Yeah, they can't just sit here. Yikes. Okay. Claymore is 3. Yeah, that.
That was game losing.
Yeah.
Actually, just
Hey.
let's just double check to make sure that we did not calculate
Yeah,
incorrectly.
because you... Cradle of War brings in Tinker's Tool. You pay 3 to crack Tinker and Cradle to grab the Claymore.
Yeah.
Attach it, and then you could Kellythros, play second Kellythros to advance twice.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Unless they have a different line.
I don't see what's better than swinging for 10 and gaining 10 life. I mean 12. Oh, they are going for that exactly that line. Even.
Yeah, but they're one off, unfortunately.
They are 1 off. Yes. Oh, that's very unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8.
Oh, actually, are you sure?
Oh, you can make a treasure here, and no, they aren't dancing at all.
There's no point in advancing if your opponent is just gonna double block.
Yeah. Ideally, you could force the triple. That's very unfortunate. Did they trigger the unattacked figure?
Seems like they forgot.
That's
You
also quite unfortunate.
okay? You can only advance as a sorcery.
Yeah. So there's no like making the treasure and sacking it.
Well, a 24 life is not a lot of time against this board, unfortunately.
I think one of the Kraken should be dead.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. So it's
We don't know if it would have mattered or not.
It would because Rush Hour wouldn't be able to be blocked that turn.
Right. You're swinging for 10 per turn. They can only swing 16. They're swinging 22 back. 12, 10. I think there's hope for trewq, but I think Toast still outraces them.
Yeah, but like Rush Hour can easily grow, right? And attacking with Rush Hour lets you get a trigger off that thing. So maybe you fetch up a Cinderblade or something next turn.
Right.
Or
right.
not Cinderblade, but well, there has to be something good that would make it dumb.
You know Hagane fans? Because that's just +4/+4.
Yeah.
Well, +6/+4. Yeah, I think that was game losing. Small things.
Yeah, small things. You look at the 1 mana and you instinctively use your 1 mana thing to cast it, but then turns out that 1 mana is exactly what you need to not lose.
No, it's strategetic. If they win at a lower games won ratio, game win percentage, then they could face a weaker opponent for next round.
Ooh,
That's the plan.
Observer of Aeons.
It's just too slow. Can they even cast this? Yeah, it's free, but it's not free.
It's
Possibly
definitely
free.
it's definitely not free.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
Well, the thing is, that thing. Okay, so also trewq missing out on their Rush Truck Crustacean trigger last turn could have mattered because if they fetched a Cinder Blade, they could have Cinder Blade this thing, and then actually that wouldn't make a difference either. Okay, but if they ever manage to get Light Blessed Claymore onto this thing, it becomes extremely scary.
That's true.
And it does eat up a Kraken right now, I think. They have enough random things in their yard to.
There are 10 artifacts in the yard.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely more than enough. And I mean, Toast doesn't have anything right now. Pearl Fracture does not stop any of this because it's all activated abilities.
They could stand unassailable from the graveyard, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess that works.
Oh, Observer does have trample. And it's a 6/4.
How close are they to just coalescing Answer Midnight's Call? Wait, they don't have that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, they're swinging out. I think Observer's going to eat up the Kraken. Well, they have to because otherwise they die.
Yeah.
So that burns up 4 artifacts, which is completely fine, I think.
It does mean they'll gain a little less life when they attach the Claymore next turn. Presumably attach Claymore.
They're going to attach Claymore and Limb. They have enough mana for that, right? No, Claymore's 4. Okay, they need to draw a
Yep.
land if they want to attach both.
A 2-mana land as well.
No, they're at 5 mana already, so they only need to get a 1 mana land. Rail lines will also do.
It's 7. Limb is 3.
Is it 7 in
Claymore
total?
4.
Oh, Limb is 3. Ah,
Yeah.
wait, what? Huh. Okay, yeah, this card's a lot worse than I thought.
I think stand unassailable is not good in this matchup at all. But Cinderblade. That's
Not,
alright, I guess.
I don't think it's useful. Okay, so to not die this turn, Trewq has to attack with Observer because Tyrant has flying.
Mm-hmm.
But then that means they need to gain enough life to not die to the swing back, which is, it's not the worst thing in the world, but definitely not where you want to be.
But how many artifacts are you sacrificing here?
You eat up your entire graveyard and also sack the Cinderblade. I mean, you're not a Rush Truck Station anymore, so you don't need to worry about the number of artifacts or sacking your artifacts in play, altering your toughness.
Observer is 7/5.
You're 7/5, so you need to gain how much life? You need
Oh,
to
they
gain
just threw the entire thing in.
Okay, I mean,
That's 6. So 13 for now.
hmm,
Are they going to live dangerously at 1?
I think they have to.
Or should be 13/11, not 11/11.
13, yeah.
There's an argument to also sack Cinderblade and then exile Cinderblade to make it 16.
And Cinderblade might come into play later, or might matter later, so keeping it around.
Mhm. I think Trewq doesn't realize it's 13, not 11.
Well, we're
Oh,
not going
now
to
you
correct
realize.
them. Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, pretty big life swings all around.
Kind of tough, actually.
Valier,
Now,
well, now the game's over.
is it
They answer Midnight's Call to play Valier. Or no, they just hardcast Valier.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, they just hardcast Valier. No, they're not going to hardcast Valier.
Wait, they have all the colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they do. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear and then what?
Valier minus, what you get.
Clear minus. Yeah.
I mean, you can also Valier -3 to make a big thing that's annoying to attack through.
I think I would -3 here.
You're going to answer
Or
that's called to keep up Cursory Glance.
it's fair. Well, how big is Observer going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Not as big as Trewq would
12,
like.
10. What's 12, 10 after attaching Limb extension system?
It's nothing
Oh,
good
they
off
did
Valier.
-3. Ooh, that hurts.
They're still fine. They have
You can
25
into the
life.
woods. Yeah, there's still time.
Are they not gonna take the free cast? Like, there's no
Into the
reason not to
woods?
take the free cast. They're gonna, I guess, do it next post combat.
Hopefully.
They don't have a
It's minor,
blocker.
but
Well, I mean that's fine. They have 25 life, but
and they might go for Valier instead.
I don't think Trewq can afford to go for. No, they have to go for Valier, or else it makes a big token.
The
And
+2 does nothing here. Where's Valier from? Which side is that?
Alara,
Alara?
yeah,
Huh. I feel like I've seen this character a few times.
yeah. It also got a card in Over the Horizon, which is a future
Ah,
sight esque, or I guess Modern Horizons esque set.
okay, so they do take the recast. Remembered. You could hold up both Cursory Glance and Portal Fracture. Wait, can you counter? Ah, you cannot like counter something random with cursory glance and have it fail to resolve, unfortunately.
Not that would matter.
You could cursory glance and then portal fracture your own cursory glance.
I don't think that. What? Okay, so now they get to tap limb,
Yep,
which gets them.
12-10.
That does race. What's currently on board. Okay. Are they? No, the Toast can't counter that. It's
Nope.
all abilities. I think here you definitely do have to attack down the Valier just because. No, if you attack face, you have lethal next turn, right?
Yeah, but Valir is creating something with lifelink
Oh yeah, right. That's also his first strike, so you can't even.
and vigilance. Yeah. So I think you have to kill Valir.
Yeah, and then you have nothing in yard to exile, so you still need to gain 12 life in order to break even. I guess you can afford to go down to 4 life. Like you're still winning the
Mhm.
race.
What is Toast looking to top deck here? Lord Ellison Crane would do wonders.
I think literally any big thing would do wonders because they can hardcast it now.
Oh yes.
I think
Yeah.
the worst top deck for them would be a Forest Fellowship. Well, Precursor Sanctum comes in
Well, it's
pretty
one turn
close.
slow, but they have time. Yeah.
They have 1 turn basically, right? Otherwise, and they have 2 turns kind of. Those definitely is forced attack every turn because they need to keep Triku's life total low. Because they're not winning. They flip answer Midnight's Call. Yeah, that's not a good scenario. So
They
I
do have an
guess
answer in Grave that they could cast for 9, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Oh no. Did they tap Precursor before they sack the other one?
I hope they did.
Uh-oh.
I think they just forgot. So yeah, they are going to hardcore just race. I mean, they could basically counter anything that Triku plays with Cursor Glance. So what's on board is what you see basically.
Well, Answer Midnight gives you another 6, 7.
Yeah, that too. But
Out, like, then you're dealing significantly more damage than Aeons, which should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
transplanted. Oh, that blocks stand unassailable, and that
Observer should be
is.
a 12-10, right? Am I counting incorrectly?
I did not do the math.
There's 5 artifacts. Observer is 5, 5, plus 2 attack.
Actually, yeah, good point. It should be slightly bigger, or is it? Is limb only count other? No, it's for each.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? That thing does not have haste.
It raises your observer by 2.
It means that you can't activate on your opponent's turn, though, right?
Yeah, 1, 5. You still can, it's 2.
Oh,
They
it's
have a
two.
Kelly Thos. Yeah.
Then why did he tap 2J temples for that?
I'm not sure about that. Oh, activate abilities of lands. Technically, it's the ability
Ah.
of a land. The minute details.
Okay, now Toast needs to remember that they have answer Midnight's Call in yard.
There's also one under Precursor Sanctum,
Well,
I believe.
you can't coalesce that one, but you can coalesce the one in yard.
It's from hand on battlefield.
Just for the body, because you need to start chumping the Observer of
Yeah,
Aeons.
yeah. I don't think Toads can attack this turn. 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 13.
Okay, 13.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been at 11 in the first place. It should have been 12.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's just. Did I make a comment? Maybe.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of what's going on, honestly. I just assume the players know what they're doing. Okay, let's see what Toast top decks. Well, that's not what they need.
Yep.
So now they definitely have to coalesce answer Midnight's Call to not die.
Oh no.
Nope, they just completely forgot about coalesce.
Oh
So
no.
that
Well, that's
well,
game.
actually, Riku can Riku can just advance legs a bunch, and then that makes it unblockable. So I think that doesn't matter in the end.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Well, can you do that and make your guy a creature? Because you have to advance 3 times.
Well, the Jade Temples
Yeah.
will be
Okay.
able to.
Yeah, that works actually. Yes. So trewq does not get punished for making a mistake, and Toast probably it didn't make a difference with those draws.
No, I think they definitely got punished for not playing stand earlier. Maybe I actually don't know. Oh,
They
actually
ended
no
up
no.
playing Stead unassailable
They could
anyway.
have portal factored the rail line like
Oh yeah,
at the start
yeah,
of the
yeah.
game. I think that definitely
And
did
that would,
matter.
yeah, that would put them 1 turn ahead and swing. Yeah, yeah, that would have made a difference.
Or they could have decided to take the ramp spell instead of the land off the first Seek Prophecy. That
Mhm.
would got them a turn 3 Portal's
Yeah, so
Fellowship.
2 turns faster, effectively.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Mm.
Well, that's the last one of the last game of the GPV
Round
round.
3. Yeah.
On to round 4. I believe you need to win the next one to make top 8.
I think, yeah, I need to win my next game. You already have top 8 locked in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw with whoever. Toast can still make top 8. Actually, both these players could still make top 8.
Huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
Right. Best of luck, I guess.
Mm.